Blessings, blessings, blessings. Welcome, everyone, and happy 111. It's so exciting to be here. Please say hello when you're signing in. This is Li Ying broadcasting live and straight to you for a very special bonus transmission on Lantern Bearers. If you have not caught up with the masterclass just yet, make sure you actually let me know and I will send you the link. Although, let me just make sure the technology is all good and we can go from there. Okay, this is much choosing the lighting. Bear with me just a second here. Okay. Right. Okay. So, beautiful ones. I am so glad to be here with you. And if you are new here, I would just like to say that it is oftentimes not really the first day of the linear calendar that I often feel like it's the first day of a new year. And this could be mainly probably because I usually really celebrate a new year on the lunar calendar. And the lunar calendar actually renews itself officially in February. And that is when the fire horse actually enters into the scene. But for now, it is so important for us to really be with this powerful tail end of the snake year. And that really is one of the reasons why I really wanted to come on here, because there are several things that is so important for us to really steep into and actually sit in sacred witness, to really be with the discomfort, to really be in the sense of the word in every way, not to escape, but to really enhance and harness your ability to be truly one with your craft, to be one with your soul calling, to be one with what really moves you. And in short, what you truly love, what you truly desire. And hear me out, because this is such an important transmission that is coming through. And there was really no reason for me to really come in here on the first day of January, where I would usually be spending in stillness and with my loved ones and taking it really slow, like really just switching off. But I really felt called to come in here. And I really wanted to bring forward this powerful transmission because it is so important. It is really important that we take note of this so that we can be fully prepared to enter into an energetic field that is collectively going to be really fiery for all of us. And when I say that, it can appear in different ways, just as the true divine essence can appear in different aspects, right? And it's important for us to understand that, because once we understand that, you can make a better judgment. You can understand how important it is to really work on what is truly essential, what is truly foundational to your well-being, to your wealth, your health, your alignment to what is important for you. So taking a deep breath. Let's land in here. And let us feel into the very simple truth, the very simple essence, and yet so complex and so multi-layered in the words that came through, which is, where there is you, there is truth. Where there is you, there is truth. Feel into that. Be with that for a moment here. One of the things that I love to work with, actually the key ally that I have in this work, because first and foremost, I am a soul embodied as a human being in this lifetime. As a human being, I am here as a soul, to fully experience life, to be taken by the divine nectar. And so in that sense, I can only see as much as a human, just as you are. This is why I am so grateful that I have a beautiful ally in the form of tea in ceremony. And I name it tea ceremony activation in my own world, in my work with my clients, because it allows me to become this vast, empty vortex of stillness, to take you into your own vortex of stillness. And so in essence, I am like the mirror that allows you to really enter into a space where you can go into a 0-point field. The 0-point field is really, 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 really essential for you to understand who you really are. Not who you think you are, but who you really are. And the only way that you can really access that is when consciousness is meeting consciousness. When consciousness is meeting consciousness, we can all see who we truly are. And please activate, feel that, let your soul enter into that womb. I feel that oftentimes when we arrive into a new year, we have this beautiful opportunity, this window in between space where we can actually really notice it when you're still. You can notice how much of the matrix plays into this. There are ways you can see very obviously it's like, resolutions, restart, kickstart the year, words like this. You start to see it being played out in the field. But no matter what time of the year it is, no matter where you are, no matter when it is, the essential quality of your soul is always always asking for one thing, which is devotion. And devotion in this sense really is an invitation to explore and really get into the depth of what really ignites your soul. I have this beautiful sense that when I feel into this, I feel that the soul can appear, or it can feel like different things, right? In the material world, you can see it in different ways, like love. It can be love that you want. It can be wealth that you want. It can be, you can name it as freedom that you want. And all of these things are actually aspects of the eternal soul. And for the soul to actually say, I want to come in here and experience the form, it's such a rare glimpse into something that is so vast and so cosmic. And so it is so important that we take ourselves out of the matrix just for a moment. And this is why I create spaces that are really in between spaces, where you can access that 0-point field, the version of you that is at that 0-point field, so that you can really understand the limitlessness that you truly are. And one of the things that came up that really said to me, you need to come on here live and talk about this, is the word value. Value is also an aspect. It's an aspect of the infinite. When we think about value, it's so easy for us to really think about in a sense of like, okay, what do I value? How can I become of more value? What I don't value anymore, maybe even when you think about shedding and releasing. But do you ever consider that you are the value? And take a deep breath, feel into that. That you are value. When we start to feel into the potentiality that exists in moving in the world as the soul, we must also consider, what does that actually really looks like? What does that really look like to move in the world as a soul? To have access to the divine, to feel into what it is to have what I value. I started to touch the center and the heart, which is I am value, which is you are value, and we are value. And in order for us to really embody that, in order for us to really move as the soul, where we don't fear fear, where we can operate in this world, but also at the same time embody the soul. We must understand first and foremost that we are value. And for this, when we are making a decision, when we are contemplating what's the next move, like, why do I want this? Like, is it okay for me to want something or someone? It's so valuable to consider it from the viewpoint of I am value. How does this align with me? And if you're sitting there and you're wondering, I don't really know what it is to be of value. What does it mean to be value? And what is it like? Is this in alignment? Like, what is my intuition telling me even? Like, or can I trust my intuition? Or, which I hear a lot, I'm afraid to follow my soul. If you're sitting there thinking these things, let me know in the comments. And also, I can tell you here and now is that you get to hear this voice or feel this movement more when you harness your stillness, when you harness your luminosity from within. It's so important to share this right here, right now. And if you feel this, I would love for you to invite, tag, share this, because we're in this cycle right now where, yes, I want you to have the most incredible life. And I know you can. I know you know. And at the same time, you're invited to really step into a place where you have one eye on an outcome that you can continue to mold and expand and really, it's like a plasma, because it is who you are. It's literally who you are. It's an aspect. And in the midst of arriving into it, it may look like you are arriving into it, that you're walking towards it, but make no mistake, it really is essentially already who you are. And so perhaps you're in a phase right now where maybe you're sitting there and wondering, hey, my life is in transit. Like there are so much moving pieces right now. And maybe there are lots of things in your life that are falling apart. I certainly have gone through a hell of a year where I've learned really, really hard lessons. I really had to break so many pedestals. I had to really bring myself to a place where I could truly see them for me, not just understanding it in the head, but actually embodying the feeling that, wow, this is really happening for me, and I'm so here for it. Like this is an embodied feeling, and I don't think you actually get it until you get it. And that's how I felt anyway in my experience. And I see this a lot in visionaries. I see this a lot in light leaders. I see this a lot in spiritual women, multidimensional women. You get it. You want to do the right thing. You've read the books. You have sensed it. Like you get it. Like this is for me, blah blah blah. My intuition is telling me, spirit is leading me, and I'm here to say to you, spirit is leading you, and you also are a part of the entire equation. So you are in the equation too. When I look into the field, I see this beautiful energy of truly moving, but moving from almost like a still point. It's like a clock. The center point is always still, and you're moving. You're moving, but the center is always still. That is like your soul. Your soul is always moving, but the center is divinity. The center is always divine. And life will continuously shift. You know, you could be in the very midst of it. You could be at the very beginning of something. A decision you've made has created a domino effect. Or maybe you're at the tail end of it and you don't really know which is the next door and what's going to happen. All of this is to say, your soul does not stop just because your life is in transit. It's the mind that thinks, the logical mind that thinks, oh gosh, since everything right now is like rearranging and I'm not even like sure if I'm qualified or I'm ready or like I'm anything. Who am I to lead? Who am I to say that I'm led by intuition? Who am I to say that I'm led by spirit? Who am I to ask the divine for anything? That is a massive lie. It's a massive lie that I keep seeing that keeps so many multidimensional women stuck in one place. And please take a deep breath. Life will continuously shift. And the real truth of the matter is we are always living in the unknown. We are always living in the unknown. What we do know is we get to harness our own certainty in the unknown. And that is when you get to play with life instead of feeling like you're being played by life. Just feel into this and let me know if you get this. The soul is like the organ. It's like the organ through which reality knows itself. She is how consciousness experiences its own splendor. And this is why when consciousness meets consciousness, we can see who we truly are. Not what we think we should be, but who we truly are. And in the tea ceremony activation, this is where we really access that, because the very first and foremost thing about tea ceremony is that we don't come in here with any identities. We bow and we get down on our knees and we crawl through a tiny door, like a metaphorical tiny door, because you'll be sitting with me across time and space. You leave behind your sword. You leave behind your armor. You leave behind all the heaviness, and you come and sit. And the most beautiful thing is the tea ceremony is really holding the energy of the server and the guest. And there is a saying where what the server's heart feels is going in to the teapot, is going into the tea that's being served, is being poured into the bowls. And that is why the heart of the server has to be still before the tea is being poured. That is my standard. That is the devotion that I am here to live. And it's my honor to share this with you. Not to lord over you, not to master you, but literally to mirror to you your infinite soul. That's it. So before I finish, I want to bring forward this beautiful, beautiful passage, because it's quite perfect for the fire horse year that we're moving into together, like the real new year that we're moving into. And that is my hope for you. That's my intention for you. So here it is. No one is riding the horse. Nothing is being ridden. I and the other are one body. When the tea bowl is held in this way, there will be no thing in one's hand. This is the essence of Wu Wei. This is the essence of Wu Wei. So, my love, No matter what you do, no matter what you're wielding, whether it's a sword, whether it's flowers, whether it is your scalpel, whatever you do, whatever that occupation is, please remember that is not what your soul's purpose is. Your soul's purpose is to embody the divinity, the essence of the divine. And that fractal of light is unique to you. That's your aspect, that is your essence, your field. And that is something I am so honored to bring you deeper into. It is a way of life that can completely transform you. Because of everything I can tell you right now about the year ahead is that control is something that will be highly tested. And the mind can intellectualize, the mind can find information, it can digest information, it can comprehend, but only the heart can know the truth. And fire is correlated to the heart. And the essence of the horse, you already know this, is intuition. It's speed. It's sturdiness, it's steadiness, it's clarity, it's charging forth. It's a singular presence. And to ride and not to be ridden. And actually, for us, when we work together, we go even further. Nobody is ridden. Nobody is riding. We are one. This is where I would love to take you. And you know, once upon a time, I often think, wow, you know, to work together when the transformation is underway, so many things can take place. And my wish was to make sure that you see your brilliance. And I have walked with some clients. I have a client who's walked with me for over 1.5 years. And we've gone through so much. There is so much that shedded, that had been released. When her luminosity is harnessed, is being harnessed. And the key here really is not to judge, okay, the breaking down is bad or the achievements are good. No, we actually go beyond that. We go beyond that. And this is where I want to take you, my love. With this resilience, with this strength, this inner strength, everything is possible. And this is the essence. This is the essence. I know anything is possible. Not just because I have witnessed it in my own lineage, in my own family, where my family literally rose from poverty. That's a material world thing, this lifetime. From many, 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 many ceremonies, mentorship calls where we just switched things around at lightning speed. And I'm always holding that space where the most incredible breakdown happens, where the woman who's working with me can literally say to me, that was the best thing that ever happened. Imagine going from a place where you're operating in a matrix timeline where breaking down is really bad and you want to avoid the pain, you want to avoid the fear, to literally being the pillar of light in the unknown, in the breaking down. That's you acting as the divine. That's the creator. That's God. That is the true essence of you. And wherever you are, there is truth. So it's already there. The question is, are you accessing it? Are you allowing that to penetrate you? Are you allowing that to breathe you alive? Or are you just living in a way where you are accepting mediocre standards? That's not real love. That's literally nothing to what you have within you. And then there I am, all to say, if that is your decision, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be listening to this. So, my love, this is my invitation to you. A lot of changes are going to be coming. I feel it. I don't know how it's going to look like yet, but I'm going to invite you into what is available right now in this moment. Luminous is my 12-month one-to-one mentorship. Right now, I'm focused on one-to-one mentorship spaces. Again, I am here to walk with you, not to lord over you or give you strategies or whatever. This is not how I work. My intention is for you to really embody your divine essence, to access your intuition, to feel your interior castle come alive. And you can make decisions from that vortex of stillness within you. 12 months with me, one-to-one, we're going to walk together. There are various other options beyond the 12 months. I also have Majesty, which is a 6-month mentorship space, also one-to-one right now as we speak. Things may change, but right now it's one-to-one. And Life of Ceremony, which is a 3-month mentorship space, one-to-one. If this is for you, drop me a DM. Let's have a chat. I would also love to see you if you want to deepen into this, really dive into this with me in person. I have an incredible, spectacular retreat to Wuishan. That is the birthplace of tea. Tea spirit is so alive there. You walk amongst the clouds. You walk along the footsteps of the sages. That is happening in April. And we have extended the early bird price, so you can still join us. Only 8 spaces. You can still join us right now. Have tea with me. Go to the Zen temples. Be ferried around. Stay at the most luxurious resort. We really curated this so that you can really encode in the frequency of the sacred luxury within you. Sacred luxury, my love. That is you. You are value. You are sacred luxury. Make no mistake. Your light did not arrive here by coincidence. It's by design. So let the potential fire up. Live, truly live a life that you can tell a hell of a story when the time comes. I love you. I send you so much love and stillness in this time, and deep, deep, unwavering, luminous peace. Until then, all my love to you, beautiful soul, and speak soon.